Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a very exciting video. This one, oh my gosh, I wanted to get this out so fast, but I got all these other palettes in, so I'm late to the party, but I still wanted to play with the Blend Bunny new Surge palette. So if you guys are interested in seeing some swatches and Eyelook, hear my first impression thoughts, then just keep watching. If you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on my channel. What that means is basically when I first got on YouTube, I had the hardest time finding videos from people that look like me. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and start up my own YouTube channel, which is how we ended up here. So if you want to subscribe, please go ahead and do so. I do upload pretty much every day, but I'm like 8 months pregnant. I'm like a month away, less than a month away from having a baby. So it's probably not going to be every day for much longer, but we're going to ride this fun train until it lasts. So I feel like I've blabbered on enough. So let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay. So if you guys don't know, I actually bought the original Blend Bunny palette because I'd been hearing different people on Instagram rave about it, and I was like, okay, I'm really curious. So the original is the Blends, and this is a all matte palette. So I was really excited because I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to be like my go-to matte eyeshadow palette, and it really has been, especially because a lot of other indie brands have been launching a lot of all shimmer or all metallic or all duochrome palettes. So this is like the perfect palette to pair with those. And so when Blend Bunny started teasing their new palette, I'm like, what could it be? And she kind of tricked us because when I saw this cover, I was like, okay, it must be neutrals because it's like a brick. And it was called Surge, and I'm like, okay, there's some metallics in there. I really had no idea what direction this was gonna go in. But just so you guys know, this formula is vegan. It is 24-month shelf life. Net weight is 1.05 ounces or 1.0 grams per shadow, and there's 30 shadows in this palette, and it is made in China. So that is what the packaging looks like. It's very simple, it's nice and sleek, and if you haven't seen the inside of this palette yet, brace yourself because it's a beautiful, colorful palette, and it's kind of a rainbow palette, so keeping with that theme of the original, but she gave us a row of pastels, a row of kind of grungy mattes, and then an even deeper grungy matte row, and then we have a beautiful row of shimmers, and then these gorgeous, gorgeous neons, which are apparently glow in the dark, which I was going to test that, but honestly I have no idea where our black light is, and I cannot be bothered, but I cannot wait to swatch this because I'm very, very curious to see how all these shades are gonna swatch. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches. Okay, this palette swatched amazingly. I'm so excited. So we have the first shade called White Hot. Then we have Cutout, Cheeks, Beckon, Chills, Hint, Locked, Juicy, Maybe, Stay, Rush, Alive, which is like a really pretty grungy matte olive shade. Then we have a black shade called Vinyl, Grunge, Taboo, Covet, Linger, which is a gorgeous dark green. And then the last shade over here is called Lush. So I'm gonna need to wipe off my arm to swatch the last two rows, but oh my goodness, this is so stunning. And the first row is like pastels, but they're almost like a grungy pastel situation, which I kind of love so much because I was not expecting that at all. Okay, so I just swatched the last two rows, and oh my goodness, you guys, the metallics in this palette, I was not ready. I was not prepared. My body was not ready, but they swatched so nice. So that gold shade starting off with is called Flash. Then we have Zip It Up, All Mine, Euphoric underneath, which is like such a beautiful blue. And then we have Limitless. And then the neon shades are Shocked, Power, Charge, Pulse, Energy, and Chemistry, which is the neon green shade. So, oh my goodness. I'm blown away by the swatches. I was not expecting that. Definitely exceeded my expectations as far as swatches go. Okay, so now I'm gonna do an eye look with the palette, and honestly, I saw this eye look on their Instagram and I was so inspired by it. I think it's an all matte look, so I'm gonna try and attempt it. I'm not saying I'm gonna do anywhere near as good as the person that created it, but I will link the look and the creator and all the things just so I can give credit where credit is due. But let's see here, because this eye look is stunning. I've never done anything like it, so let's see if we can try and recreate it. So I'm grabbing a Sigma E38 and I'm gonna go into the shade Taboo, which is a really pretty burgundy. Now I'm gonna take a smaller kind of blending brush. I'm gonna go into the shade Power, which is the neon orange, and I'm just gonna blend that into the shade Taboo. This looked way more defined in the eye look I saw on Instagram than whatever I'm doing. How do people do this stuff? I swear, I'm just like blown away. Because like my blend does not look as crisp as, like, you can see a difference in the two shades. Whereas for me, it's like, oh, here, this is a little bit better on this eye. So maybe instead of blending, what I need to do is like tap. So I want the orange to kind of stand out, but it looks better on this. Listen, this already doesn't look nearly as good as the inspo pic, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta try new things and just pray. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place, the lightest eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna have to cut my crease a little bit with this, which I don't do this very often, so let's see here. Okay, that was stressful, just so you guys know, since I never cut my crease or do anything like that. So now I'm gonna go in again to the shade Taboo with the smaller brush and just kind of blend those edges. Actually, I think I need to do the neon shade first. So I'm gonna grab a clean flat brush, gonna go into the shade Power, and just gonna stamp that on. I swear, I just don't know how people get to make neons look so pigmented. Like, is it the eyeshadow base that I'm not using? Like, should I be using something more white? I have no clue. But you know what? At least I tried something new. That's all I can do is give myself props for that. For trying something new. So I'm going to take this smaller brush, I think, even smaller than the one I was using before, and I'm just going to go in with Taboo and just make it look more pronounced where I laid down that base, and then just blend. I swear, you guys, how do people do this stuff? I like watch your tutorial and everything, and it does not look a quarter as good as this other girl's eye look that she did. Oh my goodness. Okay, realistically, I know most of you guys are too nice to tell me how bad this looks, but trust me, I'm well aware that this look is very much nowhere near the look that I saw on the Blend Money Instagram. But you know what? I tried it. Kudos to me for that. And I'm just gonna finish off the lower lash line, and she's got a wing liner, so I'm gonna attempt a wing liner, and I'll be right back to give you guys some of my thoughts on the matte shadows that I tried so far. Okay, so I have a bit of explaining to do. When I filmed the eye look that I showed you guys, that was yesterday, and we had some people come over to see our house, and then we had to go to dinner at my father-in-law's. Not that it's anything that you guys should care about, but basically by the time I got home, I wanted to hang out with my husband, and I took my eyeshadow look off, so I couldn't film the outro to this video. So I figured let's just turn this into a 2 looks video, and I will do another look with the Blend Bunny Surge palette because I didn't get to try out the metallics in the palette, so I thought why not do a green eyeshadow look because there are some stunning greens on this side of the palette, and hopefully I can use some of the shimmer shades as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into that. I'll probably try and chat a little less in this look because I don't want this video to be super long, but I had such a good experience with the all matte eyeshadow look yesterday that I'm very excited to dive into this palette again today. Almost forgot to turn on my salt lamp. Anyways, oh my goodness. I'm so excited to try out the green shadows in this palette because they look so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the shade Alive right here. It's like a beautiful olive green, and I'm using a Sonia G Classic crease, and I'm just gonna throw that in all over the crease. Okay, so I'm going to take a small brush and I'm going to go into the shade Chemistry, which is that neon green shade, because I really want to try it, kind of like I did with the shade Power in yesterday's look, and use it on the outer edges of the eye look to kind of give it some lightness there. And it seems like the best way to use these shadows is to pack them. But I don't have a ton of experience doing that, so let's see what I can do. I'm gonna use the same brush and go into White Hot, which is the white shade, and I'm just gonna add that on the very tippy top here of my brow bone. My brows are already back to being long again. I need to go get them done before the baby comes. The struggle is real. I'm trying to figure out like what to pack for my hospital bag. So if you guys have any things that, especially if you're like a mom and you've recently had a baby, if there's anything like you forgot that you wish you had with you, definitely let me know in the comments because that's going to help me out so much because I'm one of those people that gets so anxious about forgetting something that I will forget it. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Linger, which is this gorgeous like teal color, and it just looks so dark. And I'm just going to pack that on the outer corner. It's almost like a black green shade. And I'm using this small brush and I'm packing it and blending it just on the outer corner. Oh my gosh, that color is everything. Okay, I'm going to go back in with my Sonia G brush and I'm going to go into the shade Alive, and I'm just going to blend the dark shade with the crease shade just so there's no harsh line. Love that for me. And now we're going to get to test out the shimmer, which I'm so excited about. There's a beautiful green shimmer shade called Limitless right here in the palette, and I've never tried Blend Bunny shimmer, so I'm very, very excited. Okay, so I picked it up on this brush, which is a Nabla brush, and I'm just gonna spray it just to help the eyeshadow do its thing. These are like a I don't want to say like a Super Shock, but they're definitely soft. Kind of reminds me actually of the Beauty Bay metallics. They kind of push in. Not as soft as Beauty Bay, but still pretty close. Okay, so the shimmer is a little more subtle than I thought. I thought it was going to be a lot more impactful just based off of how it's swatched, because it kind of had that really soft formula, but it's a little bit lighter than I thought, but that's okay. And I'm just using that small eyeshadow brush to blend the matte and the shimmer together so that we don't have any harsh lines. But I really like it. It's like a simple green eyeshadow look. One of my favorite staple looks to try with any green palette in my collection. And I just love how much like depth this palette has. So you have like the lightest green to the neon green to a grungy green to a really smoky green. So that makes me happy. I'm also going to go into the shade underneath just a little bit. It's the blue. I just want to mix it with the green. Why not? I just want to see. That shadow is like really soft in my palette. Huh. Interesting. Okie dokie. So the look is pretty much done. I'm going to finish up the lower lash line off camera, do the rest of my face, and I will be right back to finish up this video. Okay guys, so here is the second makeup look that I created with the Blend Bunny Surge palette. Let me really quickly tell you what I put on my face today. So I have some new Shop My Stash kind of products. So I use the Rodile. This is their glass powder, loose setting powder. This was sent to me by Rodile and looked fantastic. So I've been testing that out. It's super nice. And then on my lips is a Lisa Aldridge lipstick. This is the shade Dragon. She's been teasing her new launch, so it's really inspired me to grab these lippies and play with them, which is fantastic because I am actually really enjoying the formula now. So I've just been making sure I really layer up the lipstick, and I think it's been working a lot better for me. So I'm very happy about that. For my highlight for the week, I think I'm going to go with the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow Highlighter. I used this in the look I filmed yesterday as well. So yeah, that's kind of my highlighter pick for the week. For blush today, I am trying out the Mykonos Wonderlust Primer Infused Blush from Buxom. I picked this up during the Ultra 21 Days of Beauty and I hadn't used it yet. It's so pigmented and so pretty, so I'm very excited that I have that. And then my bronzer of the week is going to be the Gucci bronzer, so I really, really love that. And then in yesterday's look, which I didn't film my outro with like I planned, I was wearing the Doja Cat blush in this shade for that eye look because I thought the orange would pair really well with that eyeshadow look. So those are kind of the things that are on my face. I'll try and link as many things as I can in the description box. These earrings are from a local store, so I won't be able to link them, but I thought they would pair really well with this eye look and the fact that I have a pink dress on. So that's kind of the summary of everything on my face other than the eyeshadow palette. But now let's talk about the new Surge palette from Blend Bunny. So as far as this palette goes, I think that what is still really impressive about Blend Bunny is the fact that she has these amazing mattes. I really, really enjoyed playing with the shade Linger. Oh my gosh, that color is so deep and beautiful, such a wonderful green shade. So I'm very, very excited to have this palette. I think it has definitely earned its spot in my collection. The neons aren't like mind-blowing to me, but I always have a hard time with neon shadows, but they are buildable. I was able to layer them with a white eyeshadow base. I also have some on my lower lash line today. I have some kind of close to my brow bone today. So definitely a workable formula. I didn't really try the pastels. I did use the white yesterday in my eye look and that was fine. I still want to play with these two rows some more. I think I don't want to say disappointing, but the mattes are definitely more interesting to me than the shimmer shades in this palette. I wanted to add a little bit more of a pop in the inner corner, so I did go ahead and grab my iridescent single shadows, which I haven't played with in a hot second. So kind of excited to be able to do that. But honestly, this palette is so pretty. I love the mattes so much, and I just love both of these palettes. I know it's a little excessive. Nobody probably needs to have this many colorful mattes in their collection, but oh my gosh, I just love both of these palettes so much. And it makes me think like, you know, the Viseart all matte colorful palette that's like $100 something. Well, you can get both of these for way less money than that. So you know, look into it, and it's a influencer owned beauty brand, women owned. You are supporting a small business owner, which I think is cool. I think Viseart is an indie brand too, and it's women owned as well. But you know, just in case you're on a budget, you could grab these. And also the owner, Maggie, she was so kind. She reached out and she offered me a code. So I don't believe this is an affiliate code. It's just a not affiliate code, but you will save money. So if you use KHMAKEUP on the Blend Money website, you will save some money, which is fun. So if you've been thinking about ordering up these palettes, I would recommend it. I don't have a dedicated video on the Blends palette. I just used this when I was playing with my It's Belle Break the Rules palette, but I do keep this basically on my desk and use it anytime I need a good matte eyeshadow. And now I have two, so I'm very, very curious to see what's next for Blend Bunny. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Leave me a comment down below if you have tried these palettes, if you're interested in trying these palettes. You guys know I love chatting to you in the comment section, and I will see you in my next video tomorrow. So I have 2 videos I've posted already. So I have my Monday video was the Gucci eyeshadow palette. I tried that. Tuesday's video is my Look Fantastic Advent Calendar unboxing. And then we have today's video, which is the Blend Bunny video. Tomorrow's video is going to be the Sigma Holiday Collection. So if you guys want to see the Sigma Holiday Collection, definitely stay tuned for that. And I'll probably do another eyeshadow palette video, or I'm going to do a new makeup releases video because I need to do one. I'm trying to do one once a week, so I'm just trying to fit it all in. And then I will definitely have a ranking video coming because I need to rank my September eyeshadow palette. So lots to look forward to this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!